What the hell is this, Dan?
Hey everybody, it's Daniel here.
Well, and it's me as well, Matt, if you're feeling fancy.
Yeah, today we're gonna do something a little bit different, and this came about because of some news we've gotten from Capcom.
Yeah, the
recently.
tests come back.
Yeah, it's positive that I need Megaman back in my life.
You got a
Megaman-
fever, and you need more. You
I need more cowbell. No, Megaman. I need more Megaman in my life.
That's not a bad walk-in.
I do an okay walk-in. Megaman 11 was announced.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting.
And so when I was craving Mega Man to come back to the video game world, Ifune took off from Capcom.
Yeah.
Said he was going to make his own Mega Man game that wasn't Mega Man, that was Mega Man.
Yeah.
And I was excited initially. Was really pumped for the game. Wasn't going to buy it because I was still a little skeptical because I wasn't 100% on that character design. Game came out, everybody said it was god-awful.
Yeah.
So that opened a wound in my soul.
Yeah, it broke your heart a little bit.
A little bit, so I couldn't quite do it. Couldn't bring myself to do it. But since 11 was announced, I felt like it healed a little bit.
Right.
So I figured it was now time to go and see how this is.
Okay.
And I'm trying to keep an open mind.
Yeah, we're trying to keep an open mind.
We're trying to take it an honest look at it. Now, the big problem I have with this game that I'm worried about is it's an indie game, essentially.
Yeah.
Technically.
Sure.
But it had money backing it.
Right.
So you can't give it the same slack you do a real indie game. So, for example, the first thing I noticed there, right? We had a bit of, talking heads there.
Yeah.
Lips weren't moving.
No. But let's talk about this knockoff Mega Man design. Now, I know they want to appeal to Mega Man fans, right? It's the Mega Man game, essentially. Yeah. It's a knockoff fake Mega Man. But he is just the same. He's the exact same.
Well,
it's Mega Man, but he sucks.
Well, it's the thing.
It's like Mega Man Battle Network.
Well, I mean, the thing, we'll talk about those games too. But, the fact that, to make him not be identical, they changed the proportions of the arms.
Right.
Right? That's why he looks so weird.
Yeah.
It's because his arms are too skinny.
Yeah, they're uncomfortable.
Yeah, they look uncomfortable.
Well, his gloves look like he should have, a really powerful grab ability.
Something.
Like he should be able to throw people.
That looks like something that happens to Mega Man when he gets a grab ability.
Yeah, those gauntlets.
Yeah. So remember me talking about that whole
once again,
not seeing Melt's move? I only played the intro level, by the way, so far. Just to test the game, I played the intro level, so I know what's going in the intro level. So I already have some pet peeves, which is not a good sign.
Yeah, okay. But open mind, Dan.
Open mind. At first, it's like, okay, this is just a screenshot of him panicking. You think, okay,
yeah,
it's just a screenshot of him panicking, right? It's weird. You're hearing the news anchor, so nothing there. Nope. He's still not moving his mouth.
Well, but so it's supposed to be a screenshot.
Except for the flashes of the cameras.
Right.
Those are...
Touché.
That makes that a live feed. So, here's my problem
maybe
with
it's a stylistic choice.
It's a bad stylistic choice, then.
Sure.
You can't... You've got the money to do gum flaps. All you had to do was gum flaps.
You're picking it apart. That's a nitpick.
Okay, but when you have the money, it bothers me to make a lazy choice.
Yeah, but and I get that. I understand what you're saying, but that seems like if you have the money, you focus on the cool stuff. That's like a last minute. I got $15 left in the bank.
Sure, but
I'll get some.
But they didn't have $15 in the bank.
They had a lot of bucks.
They had a lot of bucks in the bank. This game made I believe it was in the millions, of backers, millions backers, right?
And so, do you think the guy who made it just kind of ran off to the bank?
Well, I think that there were some choices that were made.
Now, that's Dr. White.
Yeah, it is.
Dr. White.
Yep.
Dr. Wywee.
Dr. Whitewee.
Whitewee.
It's just, it feels like there are things that were not done. This is a whole nother mechanic we'll get into.
What are you
You can boost as much as you want.
What are you doing?
I didn't know you could do down though. That's kind of cool. So when you defeat guys, they don't even truly get defeated right away. So watch, he's like in a stun state, and you just absorb him.
You just
like a monster.
Suck the life out of his soul. So I guess in a way they're almost trying to take like the copy mechanic and apply it to all the enemies, except you can't copy them.
You don't really get like.
What do they give you?
You'll see when we get to the first guy that actually gives us something for this. There's other mechanics here that I haven't gotten to, I'm sure.
Now let's talk this 100% though, because are you getting 100% of that?
So see this guy's red when he was going?
Yeah.
Now you'll notice my buster's a little bit different.
Oh.
So they're temporary boosts is what you get from hitting guys that have different colors. So there's one I believe for speed. There's one for there's one for speed. There's one for defense, and there's one for offense.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it kind of makes like hitting these guys different. You get better combos and stuff if you hit more than one guy at once.
Okay.
It's weird because the gimmick feels forced at times.
Well, and it's like they're saying, yeah, you know, this is Mega Man, but extreme. They already had that, man.
I wonder.
They had Mega Man X. This is like bad Mega Man X.
Well, here's what I wonder. Okay. Mega Man has a fairly large speed running community.
Right.
Right. And I wonder if that's what they were trying to capture, is a little bit of the speed running, because that's speed tech, right? Like that's pure speed tech right there.
Yeah.
That's something that speed tech runners would just love, except the game isn't great, so...
Well, and I wonder how many people have speedrun this, right? I'm sure a lot.
Well, no, because they don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, the speed running aspect of they're like, yeah, that's fine, but the rest of the game is just really not 1000% there, so I don't know.
Well, and the issue with a game like this, right, is that it's trying too much to capture what Mega Man is, right? Because it's by the creator of Mega Man, is it not?
Well, and I know this sounds weird, but I would have been fine with it stealing from Mega Man, because that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
But the problem was,
but they add all these gimmicks.
and it feels like they were trying to set themselves apart.
Yeah.
And nobody wanted that.
Well, I don't know, maybe this is my opinion, but this game feels overly ambitious. Like, it seems like it's trying to do more things than it should.
Well, and not even
and
ambitious.
I mean, this is just the intro stage, mind you.
Not even ambitious in the respects of like taking on too much, but like busy almost.
Yeah.
It feels busy at times.
It's like complicated. Which a game like Mega Man or Mighty Number
this
9.
Is jump shoots to now like more than jump shoots, which we don't really need. We just need jump shoot, man.
Jump shoot, man.
That's what.
This is jump shoot absorb percentage, man.
Yeah. And like when you get moments that feel like Mega Man, you
like
do.
This?
A little bit, you'll see. Like this feels like an introductory Mega Man boss.
Yeah.
Right?
What is this? So it's got a stat screen? Tail of the tape over here?
Yeah. And like, but then you get this part. See how he's like red? How that's not meaning that he's damaged yet. I have to absorb that when he gets into like a state there. See, now he actually takes that damage.
Oh, weird.
So it adds like a whole nother layer of like you have to use. It's not something like, okay, there's another game series that kind of tried to take the Mega Man mantle. Azura Gunvolt. Have you heard of that?
Never.
Okay, Azura Gunvolt was actually not a terrible game. It's more trying to take the Mega Man X mantle.
Right, which is the best Mega Man.
It's not a... I can argue that, but... which is not a bad mantle to take by any way, shape, or form.
Right. What is this? What the hell is going on here, Dan?
Yeah.
Did you just reach into that man's soul?
That robot soul. It is one of those things that I think is... You get moments where it feels like it, but you add this extra thing you have to do.
Yeah.
Like I could ignore and just use it as the slide dash, right?
Are you all right?
Oh, so is that roll?
No, it's legally distinct from roll.
Oh. Okay. It's that's like the no name roll.
Yeah, it's like
No name being
I would say like Biscuit.
Yeah.
Get it? Because she's a roll. It's a biscuit.
Dan, get the hell out of here.
Dad joke for the
Get
day.
the hell out of here. Let's play Dad Simulator.
Dad Simulator.
That'd be a sweet game.
Just be tired all the time.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
exhausted.
Yeah, it because it forces you to use it. Like I was saying, Zero Gunvolt has this whole other system that it forces you again. It's forcing you to not be able to play it like as a normal Mega Man clone. Which, if you want to do a Mega Man clone, you don't have to force players to use different mechanics.
Yeah.
People will be happy with those mechanics. It's okay to add them in if you want to,
Okay.
right? But like in this one, I have to jump into guys to kill them. When you can just keep shooting them, but like past the point that it feels comfortable.
Yeah. 'Cause
In Zero Gunvolt, you have this gun that shoots like needles, kind of,
okay.
and you can create a big sphere of electricity that arcs to those needles, and that's how you do real damage in that game.
What?
So it once again takes.
I mean, I guess that's the point of that game. That's what they wanted to do.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You're clearly going for a Mega Man X-like feel, yet you add this one mechanic that changes the whole feel of the game.
Right.
Which means it becomes... There's nothing wrong with saying I wasn't trying to make a Mega Man X or a Mega Man clone, but that's what you're doing.
Now, why? This looks like edgy Mega Man. It's like Mega Man's salty older brother.
I don't know,
And
man.
it's like, man, I hate that Mega Man kid.
He's like...
I hate that Mega Man.
It's just... I mean, like...
It's like if Mega Man came out in like, I don't know, 2000, something like that, and it's just like, yeah. Dude, I'm in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, bruh.
Where do we want... Who do we want for case? We got a fighter dude.
Fight Mighty Number 6.
Number 6?
Yeah.
That's the helicopter dude.
Yeah.
Alright,
I hate him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll have reason to, as the way this is going, but I'm not sure why.
No, I just like him.
Okay.
A helicopter. Let's talk Mega Man X, okay?
Okay.
Let's talk Mega Man X.
Alright.
There's that Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Helicopter right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
This game has it as a boss. Like, come on, man.
Well, he's not a Bumblebee.
What was that guy? Bumblebee?
No, he's Bumblebee in X.
Yeah.
This guy's not a Bumblebee.
No, this guy's just.
He just looks like a Transformers.
Yeah. They didn't take me. Michael Bay hates me. Michael Bay.
I don't know if I'd want Michael Bay's endorsement, to be fair.
Can you imagine if Michael Bay made a Mighty Number 9 movie? That'd be
Well, there was supposed to be a Mighty Number 9 anime. The fans paid for it. Nobody wanted it, but the fans paid for it.
And did it ever come out?
No, he still owes the fans that. Technically.
Do you think it'll ever happen?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. Like, because like normally, like, if backers do something and like if backers do something,
Like, can we
back
stop
something.
for a sec here?
Okay.
And now, live from Aussie News World Headquarters, continuing coverage of Nation in Crisis.
So this is why.
That's why I hate him. That guy sucks. Whoa, look at me, I'm the helicopter man.
I do think that there's nothing wrong with the idea of a Mega Man villain, like a boss, taunting you throughout the level.
I'll say this, Storm Eagle would wreck this guy's shit.
Yeah, 100%. I can agree with that. But like, I don't think there's anything wrong with Storm Eagle, for example, commenting throughout the level. That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
But you
But
also
Storm
gotta-
Eagle is a bit too noble for that.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? He used
But
to
you
be...
could have had he was a general, the aviator general? or whatever?
Yeah, he was,
In the Air
like,
Force?
lore-wise, he was a good dude, but he got the Maverick, the Sigma virus.
Magnet. Yeah. That's a game that, like, has some awesome lore.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, like, the whole series. Now, one thing I've always been kind of confused about, so Zero,
Yeah.
right? Because you're the resident Mega Man expert.
I will admit I know more about Mega Man than I do X, but I still know a fair amount, so I can
Yeah.
probably still answer your
Well,
question.
X is the best Mega Man, my opinion. Disclaimer, my opinion. And I don't want to argue it with you, Dan, because...
to be fair, I've got an unpopular view of that as well for most people.
But
But we'll go into my view
Zero...
after.
So he was an abandoned creation of Dr. Wily, was
Yeah.
he not? So he's technically a throwback to the original Mega Man series.
Yeah, technically. There's a lot of people that are really upset that Mega Man 10 exists
Yeah.
because it should have been just X.
Like that's where
Right.
it starts. Right?
That's what people wanted, but it's not, and I get why. But I know I do describe those people that would have enjoyed seeing Mega Man 9 having a story about becoming X. Do you know what I mean? Like I would have thought that
Yeah.
would have been super cool. I get why they didn't do it, but I still think it would have been super
Well,
cool.
was Zero not supposed to be like super evil? And then
Yeah, he was, but his pod was damaged. I think is the lore implication there.
Wait, now is this the Mighty Number 6 we're fighting?
No, this is the mid boss of his level.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say this guy sucks even more. But so his pod was
Damaged,
damaged.
and
right?
that's why he forgot who he was.
Well, I thought did it not have something to do with Sigma?
Yeah,
Like, I thought
believe
Sigma and him switched personalities.
I forget.
Because Sigma was like this super fancy
sort of
Maverick Hunter.
I believe, and once again, I may be wrong, but I believe the deal is that what was the Sigma virus was in Zero,
Right.
and Sigma found X or Zero,
Yeah.
and was the first person to capture to be infected by the virus,
Right.
and it was named the Sigma virus after that.
Oh, okay.
So it was supposed to be he was a good guy, and the Sigma virus he was the first one to become Maverick.
Because so Zero basically brought like Robo AIDS.
Yeah,
into
he's Robo first monkey.
Robo Patient Zero.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah, jeez.